Hi everybody, it's Justin from Main Man Bassing. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make custom maps with CMap Genesis and my Lowrance Hook 2. You can use it for the older models, the Lowrance Hook 7. That's what I have up there. I believe they work with CMap. You have to go to the website, but I believe they work with other chart plotters and fish finders. I'm not sure, but this one's for Lowrance. So they CMap did a pretty good job as a video on YouTube, but it doesn't. There are a lot of issues I ran into following that, so I want to show you like how I do it. First thing you have to do is you have to have an SD card, and for the Lowrance Hook 5, first of all, you have to make sure your Lowrance unit has an SD availability. Some of the smaller units don't. You can't put, I think it's the 5 and higher, like the 5, the 7, the 9, the 12. You can use an SD chip, but there are some that, like, this is the 5 HDI, but there's like the Hook. This is a Hook 2 5. But like the Hook 2 5X, which isn't a chart plotter, I don't think it'll allow an SD card. So you have to make sure your unit allows the SD card. So anyways, you insert it. Mine's in here. I'm not going to open it because it's actually very difficult to take out. But and also with this one, you can only have it up to 32 gigs. If you put a chip in there that's bigger than 32 gigs, you can't do this. You can't make custom maps. You can't even, I don't even think you can, like, I don't even think you can record data with that. So there's no way you can make or download contour maps. It can only be 32 gigs. So I didn't realize that at first. I wish Lowrance would be more transparent with that, but whatever. So you insert your SD card, okay? And here you go up to your settings. You go to sonar, log sonar, hit record. It's gonna save to your memory card. Hit record, get out of there. There's two little, on your downscan and your sonar, there's two little red lights, circles on the top left. Okay, that means it's recording. You record, it can only record 2 gigabytes, which is like, I think it's like a couple hours probably, and then it automatically stops. There's a screen that will show you when it automatically stops, and then you can just start the process over. In fact, you might even want to be cautious and like every hour stop your recording. So you just go back to your settings, go to sonar, log sonar, stop. There's an option for stop. You stop it. You can also hit the power button and then just go to log sonar. And then, yep, you hit record. And then when you want to stop, you do the same thing under your power key and then hit stop. So then you exit out. Okay, so that's it really. You can only go, for it to work, you can only do a couple, I don't think you can do like more than 18 miles an hour or 17 miles an hour or something like that, and otherwise it won't register the information, I think. So that aspect's done. Like that aspect's done. Like, so now when you get home, I'll have to do it when I get home, but I'm going to I'll take the SD chip out and I'll put it into CMap Genesis. Okay, so now, so we did our log, we logged our sonar, it's on the chip, we took the chip, we put it in the SD card, slid it in the computer, and now we're ready to upload it. So the first thing you have to do is go to CMap Genesis. You create an account. It's free. It's a free account. You can pay money and then you can get bottom composition, I think, and there's something else you can get too. But you can get like you can get bottom composition and vegetation, I think. So you can find out if the ground is sandy or solid, and then you can figure out how much vegetation there is. That costs money. It's like $120 a year or $25 a month. I'm not really sure. I mean, I think those are the prices, but anyways, the rest of it's free though. Like making your map and downloading Social Map and everything else is free. So you create an account. I'm already in. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to. Another thing I wanted to tell you is that you have to register your plotters. So I have 2 plotters, the Lowrance Hook and the Lowrance Hook 2, and so you have to register them. And I'll tell you why later. But anyways, you're gonna start your upload. It'll bring you to start upload. You add sonar logs. Anyways, it should be sonar something SL something. I had a bunch of them today. I had 8 of them. You're gonna open those. It'll bring them, put them in the quay, and then you can make them private or not. It depends on if you want to upload them to the Social Map. Now, so there's the private option right here, but the thing is let me see here, this private option. The thing is that a lot of probably half the trips I've done don't make it to the Social Map for whatever reason. Like the last couple that I didn't make it. I don't really understand how. But if like the water level's too high, and it doesn't match up with corresponding, or like with other people who did this part of the Social Map. It's like Social Map's like a community map. Like anybody can upload and help lay out the contours of the lake. But if one person did it and then another person does it and it's 3 feet higher, the water's 3 feet higher, it won't match up, and things like that. So half the time your trips aren't even going to make it to Social Map. So I just keep it on public. I don't really care. You're going to start the upload. You agree to the terms and limits, and you hit upload. Every gigabyte takes about 15 minutes. So, okay, so everything's been downloaded or uploaded. You go back to my dashboard. Then you can go to your trips list. You go to this one. For some reason they call it Shoot River. It was actually Long Lake, but whatever. You go to Shoot River, open it up. It's got all your trips. Now, so you can view them. You can view each individual trip, and it's actually pretty cool. See here, clear layers. You do vegetation because I paid for it. You can't because I was going too fast. So there you can do composition. This lets you know if it's red, it's hard. If it's like orange, it's soft, which is pretty cool. Now the thing is I only have a Lowrance hook, right? So, or Lowrance hook and a Lowrance hook too. So I can't view the composition on my unit. I'm not sure if other ones can too, but what you can do is you can set waypoints. It's actually pretty cool. But for now, let's just do contours only. And then what you want to do is you want to go trip list. You go to my merges. I don't know, hold on, I forget how to do this. See, this is the thing, is that it's confusing. You go, I think you go to my merges. Oh no, I'm sorry. You have to go to my uploads. See, this is the thing, is I can't even remember how to do it. So from there, so once you select your trip to view, you do merge trips. And you can merge all of them. Hit trip title. Okay, so all of them, if you look, should I give you a close up? See, they're all merged now. And then hit merge trip on the bottom. You can include vegetation or not in composition. I don't really care. In the spring, I don't really care about it. It's May 5th right now, so like that'll all change in the next couple weeks, so I don't really care. I'm just gonna hit merge. This takes about I can't remember. It might take like a day. Okay, I lied. It doesn't take 24 hours. That one really didn't take long at all. But as you can see here, if we zoom in, I can't. Oh, there we go. See, this is. Oh, back just a little. Sorry, I got my tripod on the computer. So, did it make social map? None of them did, for whatever reason. I don't know why. So, anyways, you go to your trip list, go to my merges, shoot river. You can view the trip. And then it's got everything I did. All of the trips from the data that I recorded. I actually went all the way down the lake. But it's nice because you can see, like here, you can see humps in the middle of the lake. Right there's a nice hump with a point. You know, if you're ice fishing or whatever, if you can get out there, that's nice. For the winter, and it's nice for the summer too, smallmouth. Here's a really deep part of the lake, 50 feet. You can look for bass in the winter there, or early summer, just find drop-offs. Another hump right here. Goes to 10 feet there. And then it gets deeper again. So it's pretty cool. I mean, obviously it sucks because none of it's filled out. This is a huge lake. It would take forever to fill this lake out. It would take me like 3 days probably. Oh, actually, I could probably do the whole thing. And yeah, it'd take me a couple of days. But anyway, so that's it, right? And then here's the thing. Some of your maps are going to make social maps. They're gonna make it to the social map. Here's the social map. This is what is done. This is Long Lake. This is the same lake I was on. Now, trips that qualify for social maps, they'll put in there. And what you're gonna do is you find the little raindrop, click it. You can download it, and I'll at the end I'll give you directions on how to do this. But for right now, I just want to focus on our trips. So we'll go back, go to trips, go to my merges. You're going to go to map generation. Go to map generation. And you choose your device. I don't think it really matters. You'll eventually be able to generate. So what you have to do? Okay, so let me rephrase this. Right. So I want the Lorentz hook to generate. Okay, it took about a minute. It's going to say successfully generated map. Click save. You're going to save it. It's going to go to your downloads. That's the name of it right there. You can minimize this. I want to open up another. That's it right there. I'm going to rename this. And then what you want to do is just open your I don't know. You have to be careful about put it right in there. I'm actually going to rename that. Yeah, Long Lake Hook 2. That way I know that it's from my Hook 2 unit. Okay, so it's in there. Now all you're going to have to do is put your chip into your unit. And however you bring up mine on my Hook 2, it'll ask me, do I want to put in Long Lake Hook 2? And I'll say yes. So that's it. That's how you do it. And then also I want to go back. Clear that. So that was from my Hook 2. I also have a Hook 7. I'm going to want to generate that for my Hook 7, and then I'll have to do that process over. But you just have to be careful about naming. If you have 2 units that are running off the different transducers, you're gonna have to name them carefully and keep everything up to date. But that's it. Now I want to show you like the social map, right? So we'll go to the social map. Check your lakes before. You might not have to do any of this. Like that's Bridgeton. That's Long Lake right there. This is Highland Lake. I'm actually going to fish this next week. This is off the social map. So I can, like the whole, just like probably like 90% of the lake is done. And it's not going to be perfect because when they did this is different than when I did it. Let's see. Actually, it was this month, this guy. It was, well, to make the social map, they have pretty strict criteria. So this is going to be fairly accurate. It might not be perfect, but anyways, you click on the raindrop, you hit download. Download. Down here, they're going to ask you what plotter you want. You have to register your plotters, okay? And it won't work if you try to put this chip into a unit that you don't do it for. It won't work. It's for like security purposes, I think. So you just, but it's basically the same process. Like you just, it'll, we'll say we'll put this on the Hook 2. You could do depth M composition, but I don't have composition reading on my imaging. So you hit download, save the file, come up here, rename it. Highland Lake, I always rename, oh, so it's going to be, it should take us right to the desktop. There it is. I'm going to rename it so I don't get confused. Highland Lake, Hook 2. And then you drag that over to your there you go. There's Highland Lake. So I'm good. So I got Highland and all of that on Long Lake. So check the social map first and download that, and then if it's not, you're gonna have to do your own trips. So hope that helped. Thanks for watching. Hope you catch a real big bass soon.